Hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to play Game 2 of the doubleheader from June 11th of 1961. Game 1 was an exciting finish there. So definitely of epic proportions, so definitely check that out. We also found the reason for one of the crashes there was because we didn't have any input on Bobby Allison's first base ratings there. So that was why that crashed there. But I'm confident that pretty much that there was a good chance that would have been a base hit anyway, based upon Allison's lack of range and at first base anyway, and his only playing 6 games there and being his last year of his career. Good chance it probably would have been a base hit anyway. But anyway, that aside, we're going to be in Game 2 here, and Galen Cisco is going to start. And he did pitch a little bit in yesterday's game, but in the first game. So perhaps we should have checked that, but that's all right. Not a big deal here. He probably won't go that far anyway, since he's not a starter per se. He's a reliever. So we'll see what happens here. And I believe they did lose this game in actuality, winning the first one in actuality. So we'll see if we can go for a sweep of the doubleheader. So far against the Twins, they're 3-1. So hopefully they can improve to 4-1 with a victory today. So anyway, the Minnesota Twins are going to have Zolio Versailles at shortstop. Bill Tuttle is your third baseman. I believe he played one of the outfield positions in the actual game. I think right field in the actual game. But we decided to put Bobby Allison, who played first base and then right field later on in the game. We had him start off in right field. So anyway, so Bill Tuttle is your third baseman. Not as good as Killebrew, though Killebrew is not that great anyway defensively at third base with a 2 rating, and Tuttle is a 1. So error ratings are fairly similar. So anyway, batting third is going to be Harmon Killebrew, the first baseman. Jim Lemon is in left field hitting cleanup. Bobby Allison in right field. He's an above average right fielder. So they gain in that respect there. We'll play right field and bat fifth. And he actually did switch from first base to right field during the game anyway. So Lenny Green, the center fielder, will hit 6th. Billy Martin, the second baseman, 7th. Hal Narragon is the catcher in Game 2 here. And Jack Kraklick is the pitcher, batting 9th. So for the Red Sox, Chuck Schilling will bat first. Carroll Hardy will hit 2nd. Actually, we'll go through that lineup when we get to the Red Sox there. So Galen Cisco on the hill got horrible range, but does not commit any errors on the hill. The outfield, like same as in last. Well, actually, no, not quite the same. Hardy is in center in place of Geiger. Still with the same range, average range. A little bit higher error rating than Geiger. But arm is not quite as good at average arm. YASTRZEMSKI above average and Jensen above average arms. Jensen having YASTRZEMSKI being average range and Jensen above average and right. The infield is not quite the same. For first base, Runnels will start in place of Wirtz. Other than that, it's pretty much the same defense, with Schilling having above average range and the rest of the guys average range. And the left side of the infield, definitely more of a chance of an error. Of that happening. Anyway, behind the plate, it's Jim Pagliaroni with a much better with above average range, above average pass ball rating, but a horrible error rating. Just commits a lot of errors and a slightly below average arm. Not quite as bad as Nixon's there, but not the greatest. So anyway, so that's your defense behind Cisco. So Cisco on the hill. Galen Cisco comes in with a 1-0 record on the actual season, 2.63 earned run average. All those starts, I believe, out of the all those appearances out of the bullpen. So much better than his 6.75 actual ERA. He's pitched 13 2/3 innings, and he's allowed 15 hits, 10 walks, so he's been wild, and 5 strikeouts. So Zolio Versailles will lead it off. He's hitting very well against the Red Sox, batting .615 with 3 runs batted in. In actuality, he hit .280 with 7 homers, 53 runs batted in. So Cisco looks in for the sign from Pags. Here's the windup in the pitch to Versailles. And that is going to be a base hit. So Versailles continues his hot hitting against the Red Sox with a leadoff single. So Bill Tuttle up now. Tuttle, 249 hitter for the actual season. 5 homers, 46 runs batted in. So Versailles will get his lead. Runnels will hold him on. Looks in for the sign, looks at the runners. Here's the delivery. And that is going to be a base hit. And Runnels, no error on the play. So Versailles will stop at second. So runners on first and second as he had to wait for the ball to get through. So first and second with nobody out for Harmon Killebrew. Killebrew has feasted on the Red Sox pitching also with a .385 average with 3 homers and 5 runs batted in. Also scored 5 runs. In actuality, he hit .288 with 46 homers on 122 runs batted in. So runners get their lead. Cisco looks in for the sign. And that is going to be a strikeout. So big out there as he gets Killebrew's swing. He wanted to try to tie it up with one swing of the bat there. So Jim Lemon up now. Lemon also hitting well against the Red Sox. .313, .258 on the actual season. 14 homers, 52 runs batted in. Gets his sign. Looks at the runners. Oh, and he thought he had strike 3 against Lemon, but the umpire says no. Home plate umpire, so 1-5, and that's going to be a fly out to left. Yastrzemski's there, and he will make the catch as the runners hold for out number 2. So Cisco looking to get out of the jam here. Allison up now. Allison had a good game for the actual game. I believe he had a couple of hits, possibly a home run. He hit 29 home runs on the actual season with .245 average and 105 runs batted in. So Allison was 2 for 3 with a pair of walks and 3 runs batted in, including a 2-run homer in the actual game. So now Cisco trying to prevent any damage here. So looks in for the sign. Here's the delivery. And that's going to be a base hit. So Versailles will score. And Tuttle will try to make the third, and he'll be thrown out. So Yastrzemski throws him out. But the Twins do score 1. So after 1/2 is the Twins 1. The Red Sox coming up. So the Red Sox lineup, Chuck Schilling will lead it off and play second, followed by Carroll Hardy getting a start in Game 2 here. Center field in place of Geiger. The rookie Yastrzemski, who had a big base hit in the 2-run single in the bottom of the 9th in the first game, will play left field and bat third. Jackie Jensen, right field, will hit cleanup. Jensen also had an amazing catch and was a big part of that rally in the bottom of the 9th. So he'll play right field and bat cleanup. Frank Malzone, the third baseman, hits 5th. Jim Pagliarone will hit 6th behind the plate, getting a start in Game 2. Pete Runnels also getting a start at first base in place of Wirtz. Bats 7th. Don Budden, the shortstop, hits 8th, and Galen Cisco on the hill will bat 9th. So Schilling hitting .256 with 3 homers, 14 runs batted in. Bats first against Jack Kraklick. So Kraklick, 13-11 actual season, .361 ERA, 242 innings pitched, 257 hits allowed. So it does give up a lot of hits. 63 walks and 137 strikeouts. In 8 innings against the Red Sox so far, he's got an ERA of 2.25 and only allowed 6 hits while striking out 7, walking only 1. So the defense behind Kraklick is going to be Lemon, Green, and Allison in the outfield. So Lemon, Green, average range. Allison above average range in right. Lemon with a high error rating in left, and Allison with a below average error rating in right. Green, but not too bad of an error rating with a 5 out there in center. But defense definitely not the strong suit for the 61 Twins. In the infield is where it really shows. All 3 out of the 4, well, actually all 4 with 10 or worse error ratings, so they will commit a lot of errors. Not much range at all, as Versailles and Killebrew are the best with average ranges at shortstop and first, and Tuttle and Martin both with extremely below average range with just 1 ratings. So I imagine that would tell me that Allison is probably also a 1 rating at first. So it could have been worse if Allison would have played first. But Killebrew would have been at third, so that would have mixed things up there. But anyway, behind the plate is Narragon. Narragon, better range than the catcher they had yesterday. Can't think of his name offhand. But he's got average range, but with very poor pass ball rating. Low error rating, though, with a below average arm. So Crack looks in for the sign. Schilling ready to grip and rip. Here's the delivery. And that's going to be a base hit off Cracklick's card. So like I said, he does give up a lot of hits. And Schilling is on with a leadoff single. So Killebrew will hold him on. Carroll Hardy up now. Hardy hitting .270 with 3 homers and 10 runs batted in. Hit just 3 home runs all of 1961. So if he can get one, his next one, he'll beat his actual home run total. So 1-4. And possible wild pitch. Nope. So we'll re-roll here. 6-2. And that is going to be... Nope. Takes ball 3. And then he's going to ground to short. This could be 2. And it will not, as it's hit too slowly. So Schilling will advance, and Hardy will be out on the field as choice. So runner in scoring position with 1 down. For the rookie YASTRZEMSKI, like I said, he had a big hit. His only hit of the game, a 2-run single. So he's hitting .209 now with 4 homers and 30 runs batted in. So his RBI production numbers are there. At least his home run RBI totals. Now he just needs to get his average up. YASTRZEMSKI an opportunity to put the Red Sox on the board and tie the game. Crack looks in for the sign. YASTRZEMSKI steps into the box. Here's the pitch. And this, no, it's not going to be a pass ball or wild pitch on this one. 3-4, and that it could possibly be a base hit here. So it's going to be a Fenway Park check, 5-5, and that is going to be a base hit. And he's going to try for 2, and he'll get it as the run comes home. So YASTRZEMSKI with an RBI double. So he picked up where he left off in game 1, tying the game at 1. So Jackie Jensen up now with YASTRZEMSKI in scoring position. Still only 1 down. Jensen 305 on the season, 4 homers and 25 runs batted in. Had an awesome catch, which probably saved 2, if not 3 runs in that game. So, and then he had a key base hit in the bottom of the 9th, also during the Red Sox rally, in which they scored 6. So Jensen in there. 3-6, and that is going to be a... No, it's not a walk. He walks a lot, but that's above his walk rating. So Jensen thought he had ball 4, but he will fight off the next pitch for a base hit, and that will score YASTRZEMSKI. And the Red Sox will take the lead 2-1. So Jackie Jensen with a big hit here. Makes it a 2-1 game. So Frank Malzone up now. Malzone hitting .318 on the season. 5 homers, 32 runs batted in. Here's the pitch by Cracklick. And that's going to be a fly out to Lemon and left. He'll make the catch as Jensen holds at first. So 2 down now for Jim Pagliarone, hitting .315 on the season. 5 homers, 24 runs batted in. Killebrew holding on Jensen. Cracklick looks in for the sign, looks at the runner. Here's the delivery. And that's going to be a pop-up to Martin, second baseman. He calls for it, and he'll put it away to end the inning. But the Red Sox score 2 and take a 2-1 lead after 1. So Cisco now with a 1-1 lead. So Lenny Green up there now. Green, .285 hitter for the actual season. 9 homers, 50 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. And possible error on a throw. And no, that's going to be a liner to second. Schilling will make the catch. No, for out number 1. So next up is Billy Martin, future manager, hitting 240. Hit 242 in 1961 with 6 homers, 36 runs batted in. And no, he does not get hit by the pitch. Here's the next pitch. And he'll get himself a base hit. So 1 out. Base runner for the Twins. Tying run on board for Hal Narragon. Getting a start today. Narragon, a .302 hitter with 2 homers and 11 runs batted in 139 at-bats in 1961. So Martin getting his lead. Runnels holding him on. Cisco looks for the side. Looks at the runner. Here's the delivery. And Narragon has a very good eye. Takes ball 3. Next pitch. And that is going to be a ground ball to first. Can they turn 2? No, as it was hit too softly, so Runnels will take it to the bag himself for the sure out, as the runner advances to second. So tying run in scoring position now for the pitcher Kracklick. Kracklick, 151 hitter, does have some power. The homer and 6 runs batted in. So Kracklick not an automatic out. Can tie the game up here. And he's going to get himself a base hit, and that will score the tying run. So Kracklick delivers and ties the game at 2. So top of the order, Versailles up now. Singled and scored back in the first. Oops, hold on. Try the pickoff, and nothing happening there. And that's going to be a range play. And it's going to be hit to YASTRZEMSKI. And he's unable to get to that one as it falls in front of him. But he gets the ball, picks it up, and Kracklick's going to try to go to third. And YASTRZEMSKI comes up gunning, and he'll be out at third. So YASTRZEMSKI, unable to get to the ball, guns down Kracklick, trying to stretch it to third. So ill-advised advance by the pitcher there, and keeps the game tied at 2. Alrighty. So we head to the bottom of the second with the score tied at 2 now, thanks to the RBI single by Kracklick. So Runnels up now. Runnels, 284 hitter for the season. 4 homers, 17 runs batted in. He's already eclipsed his home run total for the season. Kracklick's in for the sign from Narragon. Here's the windup in the pitch. And Runnels takes a called strike 3. He thought it was low. Yump says no. So number 1. So Budden up now. Budden, 274 hitter on the season. Still looking for his first home run. 20 runs batted in. Halfway to his RBI total for the season. Almost. And no, he takes ball 3. And Kracklick thought he had him this time. So the umpire very inconsistent. As the Red Sox dugout starts yelling stuff. The Twins dugout starts yelling stuff out at him. Both dugouts actually now. So it's going to be a 5-2 roll, and that is going to be a base hit. So Budden is on with a single. 1 down. So Cisco with a chance here. Cisco is going to square around and bunt. Cisco with a 3 rating. And it's successful. So Cisco is able to lay down the bunt, and that'll put the runner in scoring position, the go-ahead run. So top of the order, Schilling up now. Singled and scored his first time up. And Cisco, no, not a home run. Just barely missed that. Needed a 1-4 and gets a 6. But it could be something else. And it's going to be a single, so that one, the ball just goes foul. And he's able to get the next pitch for it, line up the middle for a single as Budden comes around the score, the go-ahead run. So it is 3-2 now. Red Sox back on top. So to bring up Carroll Hardy, 0 for 1 so far today. Schilling gets his lead off first. And that's going to be a ground ball. The first Killebrew will take it to the bag himself to end the inning. Alrighty, so the Red Sox take the lead as we head to the third. 3-2, so Cisco the lead again. So Tuttle up there now. Tuttle singled his first time up. And that's going to take ball 3. Next pitch. It's going to be a ground ball to short. Budden's up with it over to Runnels for out number 1. So that'll bring up Killebrew, struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball off the end of the bat. Hardy is there to catch the can of corn for out number 2. So that'll bring up Jim Lemon. Lemon 0 for 1 on the day. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. YASTRZEMSKI has it sized up, and he'll make the catch, and that will do it. So the Red Sox lead continues 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the third. YASTRZEMSKI up there now. YASTRZEMSKI had a big RBI double his first time up. And he takes strike. He takes ball 3. Krocklick thought he had strike 3, but he does not. Next pitch. That is going to be, against the left or righty, that would have been a double, but that would be a fly ball to Lemon. He's able to track it down for out number 1. So next up is Jackie Jensen. He had an RBI single, knocked in scoring YASTRZEMSKI his first time up. And he takes ball 3 also. So not many pitchers getting the calls. Next pitch, he'll grounded to short. Versailles up with it over to first, gets him by a step. So 2 down now for Frank Malzone, 0 for 1. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. He'll Tuttle up with it over to Killebrew to end the inning. So the Red Sox go quietly in the third. Head to the fourth with the Red Sox with the 1-run lead, 3-2. So it'll be Allison, Green, and Martin up against Cisco here in the fourth. So Allison up there had an RBI single his first time up. And no, he does not get hit by the pitch. Next pitch. And it's going to be a ground ball to third. Malzahn up with it over to Runnels. And there's 1 gone in the fourth. So Lenny Green 0 for 1 up to the plate now. Lenny Green struggling against the Red Sox so far, hitting just .118. And that is going to be not a home run. Just foul. Next pitch. Ground ball to second. Schilling up with it over to Runnels for out number 2. So that'll be a Martin who singled and scored his first time up. And he'll draw the 2-out walk. So Martin on for the second time today. Narragon 0 for 1 up to the plate as Martin gets his lead. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. Hardy there makes the catch to end the inning. So the Twins trail by 1 going into the bottom of the fourth. Red Sox will have Pagliaroni, Runnels, and Budden. Kralik back on the hill for inning number 4. Pagliaroni 0 for 1 up to the plate. And he strikes out, swinging for out number 1. That'll bring up Pete Runnels. Struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball to Versailles. So 6-3 on the putout for out number 2. Budden singled and scored his first time up. And that's going to, not a base hit this time. Just misses that off the pitcher's card. Instead, he'll ground out to short to end the inning. So the Red Sox go in order. So we head to the 5th. Red Sox clinging to a 1-run lead. Kralik Had himself an RBI single his first time up, but was thrown out on the next batter trying to advance to third, as YASTRZEMSKI was able to gun him down to end the inning. Keep the game tied at the time. So 1-1. It's going to be a range play. Ooh, it's going to be a range play. A pop-up to Budden. This could be interesting. Well, Budden does have an average range, so. But he's unable to get that one. Very tough play. That would have been a hit for no matter who was fielding out there. So Kralik reaches for the second time for his second hit of the day. So that'll bring up Versailles. Versailles, pair of singles on the day and a run scored as Kralik gets his lead. And no, he takes ball strike 2 as he thought he had ball 4 there. Here's the next pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. Jensen has it sized up and makes the catch as Kralik heads back to first. So 1 down now. So that brings up Tuttle, who's 1 for 2 on the day. It's going to be a Fenway Park range check, and then it's going to be a ground ball to first. Over to second for 1, back to first, and they turn the 3-6-3 double play. So Runnels starts the double play, and the Red Sox are out of it, and it remains 3-2 halfway through. So Cisco to lead it off. Cisco, not sure what he did his first time up. Oh, he sacrificed. He had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. This time he'll be swinging away. So Cisco is let's see what he did. Cisco just an .098 hitter. 2 runs batted in for the season. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. As Cooper here. Cooper has a lot to say here. We're house sitting here for a huge Newfoundland dog, as we mentioned in the first game. And he hears a bark downstairs. So Cooper predicts the fly out to Lemon. So 1 down now. So to bring up Schilling. Schilling, a pair of singles and an RBI and a run scored. Average up to 262. And that will be a base hit off Kralik's card. So Schilling is on with a 1-out single. That'll bring up Carroll Hardy. Hardy 0 for 2 on the day. And he'll draw the walk. So Red Sox have runners on first and second with 1 down. For YASTRZEMSKI. YASTRZEMSKI is 1 for 2 with a double, an RBI double, and a run scored. Chance for another RBI here if he can get a hit. Kralik's in for the sign, looks at the runners. He has a delivery. And we have possible error. And that's going to be an error on Martin. So the Twins' suspect defense fails again. And that will be actually fails for the first time in this game. 1 base error, which will load the bases. So he's able to knock it down but not make the play. So that'll load the bases with the 1 down for Jackie Jensen. Already has an RBI today, a chance to add to the Red Sox lead. And that's going to be a base hit. That will score 1. And they're going to hold Hardy at third as it was quickly back into the... let's see, where was that? Lemon gets it back quickly into the infield. So 4-2 now, Red Sox on the RBI single by Jensen. Brings up Frank Malzone. Chance to add to the Red Sox lead again. It's 4-2. And that is going to be... No, he takes good eye by Malzone. Takes ball 3 up high. And that's going to be a fly ball to right. We'll see if it's deep enough. Allison, with an above-average arm in the left, makes the catch. Here comes the throw. And that is going to score Carroll from third. The runner, YASTRZEMSKI, will advance to third as he alertly tags up as the throw comes home. So it's 5-2 Red Sox. on the sacrifice fly by my zone. So runners at the corners with 2 down for Pagliarone. 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. Tuttle upward over to Killebrew. And that will end the inning. So let's check and see here what we have going on here. Alright, so let's see here. Schilling, Yastrzemski ground ball to second. Yastrzemski safe on the air by Martin. So he should have been out, so that probably would have been second and third with 1 down. And Jackie Jensen's probably would have scored both runs. Or at least 1 run anyway. Maybe not both. Would have scored 1. So still would have been only 1 out. Malzone would have been 2 outs. Oops, hold on. So where am I? Oh, there we go. He flied out. So 1 out. And that would have been 2 outs. And then that would have been 3 outs right there. Malzone would have been the 3rd out. So Hardy's run should be unearned. I'm reading that correctly. Yeah, because Yastrzemski didn't score, but Hardy would have not scored because that would have been 3rd out. So should have been 4. Okay. So, all right. So we head to the 6th of the Red Sox with a 5-2 lead now as they tack on 2 more. So Cisco out, probably his last inning of work. So Killebrew up there. Killebrew 0 for 2 so far today. And we got a range play 4-6, and that is going to be, ooh, that's a possible home run here, and it looks like it's going to be a home run. So Killebrew just clears the fence there, here at Fenway. Center field fence, but it was hit. It goes into the, just in the first row of the bleachers there. And that's going to be it for Cisco, as Pinky Higgins is going to come out to relieve him. So it looks like Dave Hillman's going to come in, who pitched 3 2/3 innings in the actual game. So he'll come in, so the fans give him a cheer. All right, so Dave Hillman in the game now. The righty. I get a little lag here. So Cisco, with a fine outing there, is in line for the victory if the Red Sox can hold, the bullpen can hold on here. As Cisco walks off the field. So Dave Hillman in there now. Seems to have frozen up there a little bit, so we'll give it a second. As we don't even have our mouse cursor on there. Here we go. All right. So let's see here. Dave Hillman up there now. Hillman with a 1-0 record so far in the season with a save, 3.74 earned run average, 33 2/3 innings pitched, 35 hits allowed, 17 strikeouts and 11 walks. So 3-2 with a 2.77 earned run average and 78 innings on the actual season. So Hillman called upon to try to hold it here. So 5-3 Red Sox. Lemon up there now, 0 for 2 on the day. Hillman looks in for the sign from Pags. Here's the windup and the pitch. And he'll foul one off. And that is going to be a ground ball to third. Malzone up with it over to Reynolds for out number 1. So Allison up there now, 1 for 2 with an RBI. And that is going to be a base hit. So Allison is on with a 1-out single. And Hillman will try to pick him off. And he's back safely. It's a little shorter lead now for Allison. And Fenway Park check here. So 3-5. Oh, that could be gone. And no, it's not. So deep fly to center, and Hardy will make the catch on the warning track as Allison hits first. So Greed made a bid to tie the game there, but not quite far enough. So ahead. No, one more out here to get still. So Martin up there now. Martin is 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And he takes strike 2. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Hillman. Up with it over to Reynolds to end the inning. So it remains 5-3. Twins do score 1 on the solo homer by Killebrew off Cisco. And it's 5-3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. So Reynolds to lead it off. Bottom third of the order. Reynolds 0 for 2. Cracklick's still in there. So here's the pitch, and that is going to be a ground ball to Martin over to Killebrew for out number 1. So Budden up there now. Budden 1 for 2 with a run scored. And that's going to be a ground ball to first as Killebrew is going to feed Cracklick. Let's see if he can get the throw to him. And throws a little off, but Kralik is able to corral it as he covers first for out number 2. So Hillman in there now, and will Hillman bat? I think he will. He pitched multiple innings in the actual game, so we'll let him hit here. So let's see what his pitching stats are. And another 098 with 2 runs batted in. That seems like a generic thing. There's a lot of pitchers that have 098. So I wonder if they just put that in generically. Seems like it. But anyway, so Cracklook out there now, 1-1. And that's going to be a ground ball to Budden at short. He's up with it over to Reynolds, and that will end the inning. So we head to the top of the 7th. The Red Sox with a 5-3 lead. Hillman back out there again. He's pitched a scoreless inning, allowing a hit so far. So Narragon up there. Narragon 0 for 2 on the day. And that is going to be a ground ball to short. Schilling up with it over to Reynolds for out number 1. And I think Cracklook is going to be relieved now. Yeah, he'll be relieved. I want to check and see if, the Red Sox have not committed an error. So, Twins have committed an error. I just want to see if any of them are unearned. And, yeah, one of them was unearned. That's right. So, he'll be lifted for a pinch hitter. So, Burker, Bate, and Valdivieso played in the actual game, but they were either defensive replacements or, not Valdivieso, but Bate and, I can't remember the other one. But they were not pinch hitters, so I think we are going to go with Burker there, I think, though. Hillman is a righty, I believe. Yeah. No. Yeah. So we're going to go with Burker. We're going to let him get in that bat here, as he did play in the actual game. All right, so Burker on the pinch hit in the pitcher's spot here. Twins down by 2, 1 down in the 7th. Here's the pitch by Hillman. And no, it's going to be strike 2. Burker thought he had a walk there. And that's going to be a fly out to Jensen for out number 2. So that'll bring up Versailles. Versailles 2 for 3 of the runs scored. And that is going to be ball 3. And that'll be a fly ball to Hardy to end the inning. So Don Lee pitched in the actual game. So he'll come in. Pitched a couple innings. I think 2 2/3. Getting a save. So he will come in. 5-3 ball game. So Don Lee first pitched 1 2/3 innings against the Red Sox, allowing a hit. Actual season, he was 3-6 with 3 saves, 3.52 earned average, 115 innings pitched, 93 hits allowed, 34 walks, 65 strikeouts. So Schilling to lead it off. Schilling having an awesome day. He's 3 for 3 with 3 singles, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. 2-2, and that is going to be... He's going to get hit by the pitch, so perhaps Twins sending a message here, as he didn't like Schilling's 3 for 3 performance. And he'll reach base again, so Hardy is going to be called upon to bunt. Hardy, a very good above-average bunter here. See if they can tack on another one. So here's the pitch. Hardy squares around, and he'll strike out. So Hardy, unable to get the bunt down, strikes out. So Yastrzemski up now, so Hardy unable to get the job done. Yastrzemski 1 for 3 with a double and RBI double. And it's going to be a Fenway Park check, so 3-1 is going to be a fly ball to center. Greens has it as Schilling heads back to first. So 2 down now for Jackie Jensen, 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. We're going to have a range play at Fenway Park. Oh, and that could be a home run possibly. And that is going, and gone. So Jackie Jensen having a great day here. The second day of the doubleheader, even better offensively. Hits a 2-run homer here. His 5th of the season. And that will extend a 2-run shot. And that will extend the Red Sox lead to 7-3. So some big insurance runs there. It's 7-3 now. So Red Sox looking to try to sweep the doubleheader. So Malzone up there now. That's going to be a fly ball to Lemon. He'll make the catch to end the inning, but damage is done as Jackie Jensen hits a 2-run homer and doubles the Red Sox lead, now 7-3. So Hillman back out there for the 8th. Title will lead it off. He's 1 for 3. And no, he takes ball 3. That's going to be a liner of the button. He'll make the catch for out number 1. So Killebrew up there now. He's 1 for 3 with a solo homer his last time up off Cisco, which led to Cisco leaving the game. And no, that one is inside. And that's going to be a fly ball to center. Hardy's make the catch for out number 2. So 2 up and 2 down in the Twins' 8th. Jim Lemon 0 for 3 on the day. And make that 0 for 4 as he flies out to Hardy. So the Twins will go in order in the 8th. So ahead to the bottom of the 8th. The Red Sox with a 4-run lead. Pagliaroni to lead it off. And he strikes out for out number 1. Reynolds 0 for 3. And he flies out to Lemon. So 2 up and 2 down in the Red Sox inning. Me trying to get through this inning. Flies out to right. So the Red Sox also go in order. And we head to the 9th. We're going to relieve Hillman as he did not have any saves. Actually, this isn't a save situation, so... Actually, it would be for him, though, because he came in and pitched. He'll have pitched 3 innings, so it would be a 3-inning save. So we're going to relieve Hillman. He's already got 1 save on the season. Didn't have any on the actual season, so we'll remove him. And I think early pitched in the first game. Who do we want to put in here? Maybe we'll bring in Muffet. We'll bring in Muffet here. Try to get the last 3 outs. Muffet was a starter, now in the bullpen. 3-4 record with 1 save, 5.81 earned run average, 48 innings pitched, 52 hits allowed, 18 strikeouts, 16 walks. So he'll face Allison, Green, and Martin. Allison 2 for 3 with an RBI. And that's a possible home run. He did have a home run out. No. Just out of the range there, the 1-11. Oops. Should have done. That's right. 2-5. So never. Hold on. Let me see what that actual roll was. Alright, so it was a 1-4. And that same thing that happened. Actually, it's the same exact roll, too. So we'll roll for Allison now. 3-5. And that will be a fly out to Yastrzemski. So he flies out to the track for out number 1. So 1 gone in the top of the 9th. Brings up Green. Green hitless on the day. Again, Twins did not use any pinch hitters on the day. 4-1, we already used the 1. So 4-1. And he draws the 1-out walk. So Billy Martin up now, 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And no, Muffett thought he had him, but he takes ball 3. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. This could be 2. And no, as Budden has a little trouble with it, but is able to recover and throw to first to get the short out. So definitely outs. More important to get the 1 than to try for the 2. So Green will advance to second now with 2 down now for Hal Nergon, 0 for 3 on the day. So here's Twins down to their final out. Oh, and that's a walk plus, but he does not get it as it's a 16 roll, so just takes a strike for make it 3-2. And that's going to be a fly ball to Hardy. He has it sized up and makes the catch as the Red Sox win and sweep the doubleheader from the Minnesota Twins. The Red Sox gain 1 that they actually lost in reality and sweep the doubleheader from the Twins. So let's take a look here. So Galen Cisco gets the win. He's 2-0. His pitch lasted 5 plus innings, allowing 8 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. 1 walk, 1 strikeouts in the home run to Killebrew. Dave Hillman came in and pitched 3 scoreless innings. So actually, he would have pitched. He definitely would have gotten a save. But we didn't want him to do that. So he pitched 3 innings, allowing 1 hit. So he was masterful out of the bullpen. Billy Muffett pitched an inning, walking a batter. So the Red Sox bullpen able to hold the Twins to 3 runs. Well, at 3 runs. Kralik gets the loss, went 6 innings, allowing 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Don Lee pitches 2 innings, allowing 1 hit, 2 runs. 2-run homer, both of them earned. The 2-run homer to Jackie Jensen. So 2 strikeouts, 1 homer, and hit a batter. So for the Red Sox, Chuck Schilling went 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored and RBI and also hit by a pitch. Carroll Hardy was 0 for 3 with a run scored and a walk and a strikeout. YASTRZEMSKI had a RBI double, scored a run. Jackie Jensen continues his hot hitting, 3 for 4 with a homer and 4 runs batted in, including a 2-run homer. So he is the Chevrolet player of the game, Jackie Jensen. Frank Malzone 0 for 3 with an RBI. So Jackie Jensen is the MVP of this doubleheader. For both games was the MVP for his defense and offense. So Frank Malzone was 0 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. Jim Pagarini 0 for 2. The Red Sox only managed 8 hits, but made the most of it, scoring 7 runs. Pete Reynolds 0 for 4. Don Budden was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Cisco was 0 for 1 at the plate, did have a sacrifice. And Hillman 0 for 1 at the plate. So for the Twins, Zolia Versailles 2 for 4 with a run scored. Average now falls to 588. So that's pretty good when your average can fall to 588. That's only against the Red Sox, though. So, but he's destroyed Red Sox pitching. Sorry. Bill Tuttle was 1 for 4. Harmon Killebrew 1 for 4 with a homer. Jim Lemon 0 for 4. Bob Allison 2 for 4 with an RBI. Lenny Green 0 for 3 with a walk. Billy Martin 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Nergon 0 for 4. Kralik actually had a great day at the plate. 2 for 2 with an RBI. Did get thrown out trying to stretch, going from second to third. YASTRZEMSKI had a great put out there, assist there. Burker 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter, and Don Lee did not get in that bat. So the Red Sox sweep the doubleheader and now improve their record to... let's see if we can close this up. Actually, we'll save everything first before we do that.